Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market and another rough day in the market. We're still up very large in the past month, up 21%, so it's nothing to scoff at. Now, we have a lot of stocks moving in the after hours. It's about 10 minutes after the stock market closes, so we have a lot of stocks to talk about that are moving rapidly right now. We have Rivian to talk about, where I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts about Rivian at $100 billion, so make sure you stay throughout the entire video because there's going to be a lot of valuable information in this one. Stop right now, hit subscribe on YouTube if you're not already, where I post all my full-length videos, and like the video so we can have more people watching the content. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So we basically have Rivian flying up 30% after it IPOs already. It already had a huge IPO around $70 billion, and it flew up an additional percentage points, and it went up 53% in one day. All right, if we scroll down, we see the market cap says only $70 billion. I'm pretty sure that's not updated from when they went bonkers today and went up 30-something%. Well, I don't always obviously post or share what on YouTube, what I post to my close friends list, but I posted this 2 hours ago. Too bad you can't buy a put options yet on Rivian. So much hype's behind it, this stock, so be careful, all right? Personally, I think the stock could easily go back to $60 per share. It's at $100 per share right now. That would be about a 40% loss from current levels. $70 billion market cap, it's probably closer to $100 billion actually. Why is it a $70 billion market cap? Rivian now has a bigger market cap than Honda, which we'll hop into in a second, and that's just not right in my opinion. They have not proved enough for the valuation. Honda delivers one of the most cars behind Toyota, of course, delivers very much cars. You look around on the road, you see a million Hondas driving all over the place. You look around on the road, how many Rivians are on the road? Probably only about 100. Actually, I read an article that only about 100 have been delivered, and majority of those 100 are people who work for Rivian. So keep that in mind. Now, I also went on to say, to be more valuable than Honda, this is all hype right now, feeling the stock, not fundamentals. So be careful. Obviously, Amazon invested this one a long time ago. They probably invested at like a $20 billion market cap or even a $15 billion market cap. So it's not like Amazon was investing, when they had the $70 billion, $100 billion market cap. Keep in mind, Amazon owns around 20% of Rivian, why it's so hyped up, and Amazon can easily sell at any time and crash the stock. So be careful of that. Now, I went on to also say, if you didn't know, it took Tesla until January of 2020 to have just a $90 billion market cap. And at that point, Tesla actually already delivered 1 million vehicles. So it took Tesla to deliver 1 million vehicles to reach the same market cap that Rivian IPO'd at, with no deliveries, no proof of concept. Nobody knows if they're even going to buy the car. There's no guarantee that these Rivians are going to be flying off the shelf. Even they're like $70,000, all right, or probably even more. So they have a long way to go. The concept is not proven yet, so it's very risky to be buying at these IPO prices, and you can easily get burned if you think that you're going to be holding for a long-term investment. All right. Now we already went over, it took Tesla 1 million years, 1 million vehicles, and over 5 years of growth it took Tesla to get to that $100 billion market cap. It took Tesla 5 years, 1 million vehicles, been growing for 5 years, proving growth. That's how Tesla has proved its market cap and why it's such a blue chip, stable stock. You can't say Rivian is a blue chip because, one, it's an IPO and it hasn't proved stability at all. So here you can actually see the exact numbers. It was actually an increase of 5 times from the production from 2017 to 2020. And as you can see, just in 4 years from 2016, they delivered 83,000, 2017, 100,000, 2018, 250,000, 2019, 365,000. 2020 was above 500,000 units. So they've been showing growth for 5 years and proving their concept, delivering so many cars. You look around on the road, you're seeing a Tesla. And in California, they're actually the number one sold cars over Toyota, over Honda. You don't see Rivian putting up those numbers yet. So in my opinion, the $100 billion market cap, not justified. All right, so let's move on with the video and go over some stocks that report earnings, and which is the first one up. They were down 8% on the day. They popped up after hours 14% to almost $6 per share. Now they're leveling back off. All right, so it'll be interesting to see how they open up tomorrow. Will they open up $6 above $6 per share or below $6 per share? Comment your thoughts below. And wow, we have Beyond Meat stock absolutely destroyed. 18% downward movement in one day. And if we go to the 1 month chart, 20%, 3 month chart, 36%. And from all-time highs, we have them down as much as 55%. We've had a steady bleed out from June, July, steady bleed out of around 40% for stockholders. Okay, they were keeping a strong resistance right around that $115 mark for a while. We were swing trading them for a while. They have a strong resistance at $75 per share, so that might be an interesting entry point. But they also have it as low as $55 to $60 per share. And remember, they even IPO'd at $25 per share. So Beyond Meat is an interesting one. I think plant-based foods will definitely be the future, but they're probably still a little too early. In the next 5-10 years, I'm sure plant-based foods will be a lot more widely adapted. Beyond Meat, Impossible are the two leaders. So Beyond Meat's definitely a leader in that industry, but they just been horrible on their earnings, and they've been making excuses why they haven't been performing as well, and this and that. So a lot of excuses from management and poor guidance moving forward. Looks like it's not a good stock to be owning right now, but under $75 per share to $65 per share could be a lot more interesting. Now, the second plant-based food company reporting earnings today is Tattooed Chef, down 11% on the week and a 6% downward movement on the day. They reported earnings today. They've been swing trade material for a while, right at that $14 to $16 mark. We see them dipping down to consistently, and we see them consistently going above $20 per share, up into the $23 to $24 marks too. So that's a great swing trade. We just got a notification that SoFi is up 10% after hours. We had a feeling they were going to be reporting great earnings. However, they started the day down 7%, almost down 10% at one point, was a little bit concerning. But now we see them popping up in the after hours, up nearly 12%. We're up huge on our position. We took most of our profits out. Probably 75% of our profits are out at this point. We also have Palantir stock starting to get destroyed a little bit, down 7% on the day, 14% on the week. If you're a frequent watcher of the channel, you already know that we were talking about taking profits because we have been visualizing the support and resistance on this one for a little bit. Right at that resistance right here, I'll draw it out for you guys, and right out at that support right here. All right, so we saw it. Let me try to zoom in here. We saw it hit the resistance right there. Okay, so we took profits. We started selling on my close friends list. I even talked about it on my YouTube channel as well. And then once it gets closer to that support right there, the bottom yellow line, right around 21, under 20, we'll say under $20 per share. Even if it hits $21 per share, I'm going to be starting my position a little bit larger. Like I said, we already took out most of our profits, but I'll be willing to start a position under $21 per share once again. And if it goes under $20 per share, that's when I'll be adding a little bit more exposure. This is a good long-term stock, and it's also a good swing trade stock because if you can see for the last year, basically, it's been following the support and resistance of under $20 to above $27 to $28. Now, a lot of people also thought Tesla stock was going to continue lower throughout the rest of the week, including me, and I still think it probably will, but we've seen it hit a swift recovery here, setting a support right at that $1,000 psychological barrier. $1,000 is a huge psychological barrier. Once it goes under 1,000, And instead of 4 numbers, it goes to 900, which is obviously only 3 numbers. That's just a psychological trigger for a lot of people, and they don't want to let Tesla stock go below that. So if it does go below the psychological barrier into the 900s, we can easily see it around 850, and that's how it will go lower, is if it does break that support, in my opinion. Now we also see cryptocurrency starting to nosedive down right here. As you guys can see, took a lot of profits on my Litecoin. Already we had around $5,000 total. Now we only have $1,100 left. We sold around a 60% or higher profit on that one. And if you guys want more consistent cryptocurrency updates, make sure you follow my second Instagram, my only other Instagram page, which is the Daily Cryptocurrency. And it's just 100% cryptocurrency content, so I can separate the two content. This page is for 100% stock market content. And if you want cryptocurrency content, NFT content, that's what that page is for. So we don't have to mix and blend the two. We can totally separate them and nerd out about stocks and earnings and EPS and everything on this channel, and then nerd out about blockchain and altcoins, NFTs, everything on my second Instagram, which is the Daily Cryptocurrency. And if you want to check out my YouTube for cryptocurrency, it's my only other YouTube. It's youtube.com/the Daily Cryptocurrency. So just like how this one's youtube.com/the Daily Stock Market, now I also have youtube.com/the Daily Cryptocurrency. So make sure you subscribe there for more content just like this. And if you need a little bit of help on the stock market investing or cryptocurrency investing, DM me on my Instagram. I respond to every single DM for you guys. I want to help each one of you guys out. And make sure you share this video with a friend if you think they'll find it helpful as well, so we can spread the word. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe with post notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.